Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Quick English Bite, your favorite place to improve your English, build confidence, and grow into the best version of yourself. I'm your host, Seeya, and today's episode is going to be really special because we are talking about something that almost everyone thinks about at some point in life. How can I become the best version of myself? Sometimes we feel stuck. Sometimes we feel lost, unmotivated, or not confident enough. And sometimes we compare ourselves to other people and wonder why our life doesn't look perfect. But the truth is, becoming your best version is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming better, stronger, wiser, and happier, little by little, every single day. And to discuss this beautiful topic, we have a very special guest with us today. Please welcome Max.
Thank you so much, Seeya. Honestly, I'm really excited for today's conversation because this is one of those topics that can truly change someone's mindset and life.
I think everybody wants to improve themselves in some way. Maybe emotionally, mentally, physically, or even professionally. But most people don't know where to begin.
So today, I hope our conversation helps people understand that self-growth doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, and everyone is capable of growing.
That's such a beautiful point, Max. And honestly, I think many people misunderstand this idea. When people hear best version of yourself, they immediately imagine someone who is rich, successful, attractive, confident, and perfect at everything. But real self-improvement is much deeper than that. So Max, according to you, what does becoming the best version of yourself actually mean?
For me, becoming the best version of yourself means becoming someone who feels peaceful and proud of who they are. It's not about competing with everyone around you. It's about improving yourself. It's about waking up every day and asking yourself, am I improving? Am I learning from my mistakes? Am I becoming mentally stronger than before? And honestly, growth looks different for everyone. For one person, growth might mean learning English confidently. For another person, growth might mean healing from anxiety, becoming disciplined, or finally believing in themselves after years of self-doubt. The important thing is progress, not perfection, because perfection doesn't exist.
Wow, I really love that line. Progress, not perfection. I think social media has made people believe that they need to become perfect to be valuable. People compare their lives constantly, and because of that, many people forget how far they've already come. Max, let's talk about comparison, because I think this is something that affects almost everyone today. Why do you think comparison stops people from becoming their best version?
Because comparison steals your confidence. The moment you start comparing your journey to somebody else's journey, you stop appreciating your own growth. And the worst part is, social media only shows highlights. People post their achievements, vacations, success, beauty, and happy moments. But they rarely show their failures, insecurities, loneliness, or difficult days. So people begin to think, everyone is doing better than me. But that's not reality. Everybody has struggles that we cannot see. And honestly, Seeya, I believe one of the healthiest things a person can do is focus on their own journey instead of constantly looking at other people. Because when you focus on yourself, your energy changes completely.
That is so true. I think sometimes people don't even realize how much they've grown because they are too busy watching somebody else's life. Maybe 1 year ago, they were shy, scared to speak English, afraid of failure, or emotionally weak. And today, they are stronger, smarter, and more confident. That's growth. And growth deserves appreciation too. Now, let's talk about habits, because I personally believe habits shape our future. A lot of people wait for motivation to change their lives, but motivation disappears very quickly. So, Max, how important are daily habits when it comes to self-growth?
Habits are everything. Your future is basically created by what you repeatedly do every day. Most successful people are not successful because they are magically talented. They become successful because they consistently repeat small, positive habits for a long period of time. For example, waking up earlier, reading books, exercising, practicing communication skills, learning something daily, spending less time on negativity. These things may look small in one day, but after months or years, they completely transform a person. And honestly, discipline is more powerful than motivation, because motivated people stop when they feel tired, but disciplined people continue, even on difficult days.
That's such an important lesson. I think many people underestimate small actions, but even improving yourself by 1% every day can completely change your life in the future. And I also feel that becoming your best version is not only about external success, it's also about inner peace. I want to talk about mindset because our thoughts affect everything. Many people are very harsh toward themselves. They constantly think, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I always fail. So, Max, how important is positive self-talk?
It's extremely important because your mind listens to everything you say. If you continuously repeat negative thoughts, your confidence slowly becomes weaker. But when you start speaking positively to yourself, your mindset begins to change. Now, positive thinking does not mean pretending that life is perfect. Life will always have problems. But positive thinking means believing that you are strong enough to face those problems. And honestly, people need to understand something very important. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you constantly insult yourself mentally, you will feel emotionally exhausted. But when you support yourself like a friend, you become mentally stronger.
That's honestly such a beautiful message. I think people are kind to everyone except themselves. And sometimes becoming the best version of yourself simply starts with self-respect and self-belief. Before we end this podcast, Max, what final advice would you like to give to someone who feels lost in life right now?
I would say this. Please don't give up on yourself. Growth takes time. You are not supposed to have everything figured out immediately. Sometimes life moves slowly. Sometimes healing moves slowly. Sometimes confidence grows slowly. But slow progress is still progress. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, the best version of yourself is not created in one day. It is created through patience, consistency, courage, discipline, and self-love. One small step every day can completely change your future.
That was honestly such an inspiring conversation. Thank you so much, Max, for joining us today and sharing such valuable thoughts with everyone.
Thank you so much for having me, Seeya. I truly enjoyed this conversation.
And thank you for listening to today's episode of Quick English Bite. If this podcast inspired you even a little, then don't forget to like this video, comment your favorite part, subscribe to the channel, and always remember, you are growing even when it feels slow. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shining.